Hello, and welcome to Gimmickast, where our only gimmick is the fact it's not Demix time. I wonder if Ethan gets that.
Amex, as in the book company, or
No, Demix time. Demix time. Oh, for God's sake, alright, so, for context on that, I was watching Kingdom Hearts 3 commentary.
oh,
Yeah, you remember Demix? And his
yeah,
catchphrase, Demix time? I just thought it was so stupid. Especially because I was watching the commentary for the Remind DLC. And then you just
hmm,
have Demix come in for one of the scenes. He picks up a replica, and Riku's like, "Yo, you better be okay with that." And then Demix responds with, "Demix time!" I'm like, "Oh my fucking god!"
yeah. I forgot entirely about that until you reminded me. Fuck you.
I was like, "Well, if I make this joke, maybe Ethan will appreciate it."
No, I do not appreciate it.
Why don't you
I'm
like
t-
Demix?
I don't like him that much. Like he is a fun character, but there's a point where it needs to stop, and that ship has sailed for me.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I was watching Kingdom Hearts 3 because I was like, I'm kind of curious. Kingdom Hearts 3 looks like an interesting game. I probably could get behind it, but yeah. Um,
It's not very good. I've played it. It's not very
we
good.
can have this conversation maybe later when I also finish watching all the other Kingdom Hearts commentary this channel has. There's so much Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah.
Oh. But anyway, talking about utter despair, Chemicritter has a one-off support
New
card.
fucking card. Why did they do this to me?
I don't like the fact that Dawn of Majesty is turning to have like a lot of one-off support cards. I've never been a fan of these one-off support cards, especially when they do them in multiples in the same pack.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's cool that we're getting support for older archetypes. Again, this is something I said with the Trimer video. It's nice if we could get more support for these archetypes, because as much as we hate, uh, bleh, chem critters, um, let's be fair. If they got some decent support, you would try them.
Maybe, but no. The thing is, when is like, I'm okay if they do like one-off support cards, like if it's like the only one-off old support card in a set. But see that this is the second one, because we've already technically.
Technically, the third because we have Matador.
I would say that's more generic.
Yeah, but Matador has been getting its own
Well,
cards.
if we're including Manador, would also probably include aliens, because that aliens, like, honestly, it would have. Aliens look like it would have also been a one time card support thing as well. So the set's
Yeah.
very full of one off support cards, and that kind of bothers me, because technically that's 5 cards. Why couldn't they just make 5 cards worth of support for one of these archetypes they want to do? Because one card doesn't
You're
change
right.
anything, obviously, but why can't they just make it a whole wave for this set, and then the next set does another 5 cards? That way they don't run out of themes to support so fast.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very weird. Like, a lot of this is very weird. Oh, we also got that one-off spirit support as well.
Ugh, it's not even a
Lots of
spirits
one-off
card, it's
support.
just a thankful enabler for spirits.
I was thinking it was more of a Watermato stun plus because it keeps a Watermato. I keep saying it wrong and I know it, and I just can't be fucked to learn the actual name of it. You know, the big rock thing that was stupid stun card that was being used in something that didn't need its normal summon. Well, that now can stay on the field with this card instead of being bounced back to hand.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I kind of wish they did a whole wave of Chemicritter support at the next set, and they just gave us Trimids and Aliens this set. I wouldn't mind getting more Trimid support.
I mean, there's a lot of room still in this pack though, so to be fair, like they could probably flesh all three of them out and be okay with it because this is a main set. I would like to add. Like And what cards we had revealed for it? Very little.
That's
So,
a good point. I'm actually just gonna quickly open Dawn Majesty's. But
page.
yeah, but I don't know. While I look this up, I have been playing around with aliens. It's promising, I'll give it that, but I think there's definitely more to do with it. Okay. Yeah, there isn't really much here. I mean, we've
Yeah.
already got the 4 card sushi stuff, which it doesn't even really look good as an engine, to be honest. I've seen people say it could work with the new Magi key. I hate that pun.
Yeah, have you seen the fucking stupidness that you can do with the magic keys and tritons?
No, I don't
It
want to know what Magi key can do.
it literally replaces the Ben 10 engine, which got fucking hit. So,
Lovely.
hey, lovely.
Tritons are back in a couple of days.
Tritons didn't even leave. They literally were like, here, yes, we lost one of our fun like options.
And then they got
Oh,
the
look, this
Vank
new
one.
one's coming out.
Yeah, and then the Vank one comes in the health, and now we have this. Oh my god. Please don't. Please, Konami, don't let Tritons be the new dinosaurs. Please. When are they going to hit dinosaurs, actually? I've been waiting.
I have no idea. Like
They need to hit
everyone
it.
wants dinos to get a hit, but like Konami's not hitting them, and it's like, are you ever gonna actually hit dinos?
When did that dino structure there come out again?
I think we did the math and it was like fucking 2 years ago, man.
I don't. I swear it wasn't 2 years ago. I was still. No, because remember, the city locals were still going when the dinos came out.
Yeah, we were in high school.
Yeah, how was that 2 years ago?
That's longer.
Oh my god.
Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. When was it released?
Where is the boss monster?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. In
Oh,
Oceania, we got it in April 13 of 2017.
oh my god, it's been meta for 4 years.
Jesus Christ.
4 years worth of Dino
4 years.
Osperation.
4 years. What the fuck? And they're still printing this structure deck.
It
May I add?
Yeah, and it will be. Wait, is it 4 years? Because 2017. It will be 4 years next month.
Yes,
Oh
but
my
still.
god, I am. You know what? The people who invested in dinos on release, I bet you they're getting their money's worth out of it.
No, absolutely.
It's like, yes, a deck that's been meta for almost 4 years. Perfect. God, Konami cannot let this. The fact that it hasn't even fallen out of meta just proves how strong that set was.
I mean, it did fall out of meta for a bit, like towards the start of its career, and then it just popped back up and was like, "I'm not leaving."
Yeah, and
Fuck
then we just
you.
kept getting really good one-off dino support that just helped the deck even more.
Yeah,
Oh my god. And then the fact that I also had variations, like when Thunder Dragons were meta, we had Dino Thunder, which is a really cool Power Rangers reference.
you made up.
Dino Thunder's cool. I played it once and then I stopped because I realised I didn't like Thunder Dragons.
Yeah, Thunder Dragons were icky. Thunder Dragons is still a thing as long without Colossus. I'm kind of sad because I just realized that like Thunder Dragons haven't been touched since Colossal's ban,
Mm.
which was like this deck still has heaps of potential. Why? Why did you just abandon it?
Because they can. And
Because you can do all sorts of chaos bullshit with Thunder Dragons.
I don't want to think of chaos.
Chaos.
So
I just imagine chaos from fucking Skylanders. It's chaos.
oh no, when I think chaos, I just think like Sonic Adventure for some reason.
Fucking chaos emeralds and shit.
Chaos control.
Fuck you! I'm making chaos. I'm making chaos control a deck. Fuck you! You've given me
Okay,
this
alright, but you
idea.
have to change your name to Shadow the Hedgehog when you play it online.
I fucking will. There has to
Sorry.
be some way to play a control version of fucking chaos.
So, since we're on the topic of Sega, I've been playing Puyo Puyo Tetris 2.
Ah, so you did get your game eventually.
Yes, yes, it will, yep. And you know what? I'm glad I paid $54 and went through the hell of shipping it, then having to get an exchange because they shipped me Mario Kart 2, Mario Kart 8 instead. But you know what? I'm glad I paid $54 to realize one, I only like Puyo Puyo, and two, I'm only gonna be playing against the CPU. Like, okay, so the adventure mode, I'm not having fun in it really because there's sections where you're forced to play Tetris, and I hate
Yeah,
Tetris as I found out, and I just really don't want to play for the story because it does give you the option to skip stages, but you have to first lose the stage. So I
uh,
don't want to lose the stage over and over again to the point where I can play the pure Tetris stages. So yeah, and then when I play online, it's like holy Christ, everyone is like much better than me. Like I'm sitting here trying to work out like 4 block combos, and then suddenly you
yes,
have the Tetris player who gets like gets a 4 row clear, and just fills your board with garbage.
yeah,
And I'm like, oh my god. So I just realized I paid $54 to just
to
play
get
Puyo
shat on.
Puyo by myself against the CPU. And you know what? I'm somewhat okay with that. So my other advice is, if you're only into Puyo Puyo, get Puyo Puyo Champions. That's $15 on the eShop compared to $54. If you're into Tetris, get Tetris 99's DLC, which lets you play it offline. But if you like Puyo Puyo Tetris, or Puyo Puyo and Tetris, or you also want to be able to play against people online, then get Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, because it has the biggest player base, and also you get 2 games for 1 in that case.
Yes,
But yeah, I kind of wish I just bought Puyo Puyo Champions.
that's fair.
On the bright side, I'm really addicted to Puyo Puyo. It's such a fun game.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. This conversation stagnated.
it did stagnate because I don't have a lot of fucking interest in it, to be honest.
Wow, I thought we could play Puyo Puyo together.
No,
Well,
no, we cannot.
you want to talk about Xenoblade again?
I'm pretty sure I beat that one to death last week.
Oh, I want to talk about Xenoblade 2 because I'm on the final boss and I
Yeah, I'm not
hate
there
it.
yet. Oh yeah,
I
people
gave
say it's
up
fucking
after
hard.
3 losers in a row because I was like, oh my god. The main strategy is the fact you're supposed to use chain attack to avoid his abilities. I figured that after the
Yeah,
first 2 runs, and then after I thought I dodged his Side Buster, he just hits me with Prometheus, which is a one shot.
yeah.
And I just went, you know what? It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm gonna go fuck off.
I'm gonna go fuck off and play some Puyo Puyo.
Hmm.
I'm now
That's me
grinding
right
for
now.
it,
I just
but yeah.
like because I got to the one where you fight Akos and the other two, the stupid people I don't
Oh,
actually care.
those two. Oh, Mikhail and was it Patrona? No, Patrona's a
Something like that.
spell.
Because like I just can't. Not in the US, I just constantly losing because fucking I
Yeah.
don't know
I
our
had to
RNG is
stack
shit.
healers for that fight. It was not fun.
No, because here's the thing. Like I've gotten Rex to a point where he is the bitch healer, and like I can consistently keep the health up. It's more like as soon as you get enough chain attack to be like, yes, I can fucking kill them.
Mm,
Like it's never enough, and it's like, huh? What?
mm.
Like, because obviously they have some sort of resistances towards lower health, low the lower the health gets. So it's like, just fuck. And the weather machines also fucking suck, by the way.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh my god. Ah,
Just
yeah, that.
fucking.
So,
Why did you have to put this combination of fucking characters together?
good thing you only had to fight that combination of 3 characters only that one time, thank god.
Oh,
I think
absolutely.
that's the last fight you have with them too,
Yes,
which is good. But
because they're
yeah,
using their weapon powers now.
not gonna lie though, after like I reached the final chapter, which is obviously yeah, but the start of the final chapter, that's when I was like, I had this big enlightenment moment of like, oh my god, I think I understand how this all ties in. So I don't want to talk about it yet. I don't want to wait for Ethan to reach the final chapter, so I can just talk about my kind of like crazy connection fee I have going on. But
What are you
holy
talking
shit,
about? I
that.
know the entire story.
Okay,
I just
so.
haven't played it for myself.
Alright, so you want to hear my fee, and this is also gonna be spoilers, so
Yeah.
skip
Spoiler
ahead
warning.
by like 2 minutes. Okay, so I voted out a whole piece for this. Okay, so this is what I think Xenoblade, like how Xenoblade, all the Xenoblades connect together. So I think the two scientists in the beginning of the cutscene, the final chapter of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is Zan, Zar, and Malith from Xenoblade Chronicles 1, since the ending of it talks about how Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was a pocket universe created by those two scientists.
Yes.
Right, the world tree is just the beanstalk which we see, which I would presume was originally connected to the city of Moritha, and this happened in the world of Xenochronicles X, which is the Wii U game, which means
Yep.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 world is just a faraway future of Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's what I think my working theory is right now.
I mean, I can see how you got to that conclusion.
But I'm still trying to figure out how does the Architect fit in there, because Architect isn't the two scientists who made the Pocket Universe.
No, they're not.
So I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure out the identity of the Architect now, which I presume I need to be the final boss.
maybe. I don't know. That's a good. I don't know. That's a good one, and I'm not gonna deny it until you watch the end of it, because like
That's gonna be a while because I'm literally just grinding levels now to make that fight a little bit easier.
literally that's all I've been fucking doing.
Yeah, I'm been
Like
grinding
it's
this one
literally,
unique memory.
literally like you go do a big chunk of side quests and then you just level up a shit ton and then just overpower them.
I
Like
kind
I'm
of not
fucking
doing side quests.
side quests are incredibly boring.
Yeah.
But,
Oh,
but like they do give you a shit ton of XP for doing them, so it's like it's worth it.
yeah,
I don't like it, but it's worth it.
yeah. Well, I have a couple more Xenoblade 2 questions if you want to stop talking about Xenoblade lore for a second.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so my first question is: are you a Pyra or a Mithra? As in, which one do you prefer more?
Pyra.
Really? I like Mithra more.
I like Pyra more. She's more of a motherly person.
I know I kind of like Pyra because she's very kind of like innocent in a way, but
Yeah.
I also like how like when Tora is being weird, she just gets this really judgmental face. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I really get this, but I guess I like Mithra more. Like, yeah, she kind of starts off as a bitchy to Sunday, but I think she has her moments. I think she's
She has her moments.
yeah,
Like that's why I'm like whenever like I who plays plays for the first time and it's like Mithra's a bitch and I'm like no she's not. Just wait.
yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah, I just love. I don't know. I recently, as I grown older, I've been getting more of a soft spot for just Sunday types, which is weird because I
I
used to
mean,
not like them, but I'm getting a soft
yeah.
spot for them now. So yeah, I'm definitely more of a Mithra, which is why I picked the Mithra option at that one point in chapter 8. Yeah, I
Fair
don't.
enough.
I don't even get the point of that decision. Like, do you prefer?
There is no point.
Yeah, it's like suddenly, do you want to call us Pyra or you want to call us Mithra? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick Mithra, but then they're still both referred to as Pyra and Mithra. I'm like, right.
It's literally just for the cutscenes. Literally all it is.
Oh, so it just influences. Does it really? Because Pyra still appears in a lot of the cutscenes after that.
Good point. That's weird. I don't
Uh,
know. Maybe that was Sakurai getting in there. You know how he is.
yeah. Sakurai, Jesus.
I mean, let's be fair though. Like you saw how much like of a moment he was having on the fucking couch when they revealed for Smash.
Yeah.
It's just like yes.
Oh, yes. I like the part where he started talking about their feet.
No, right.
I don't know why he brought that up. It was such a weird moment.
Sakurai is a fucking sim for Pyro Myth. That's what he is, and it's great.
Not gonna lie though, I kind of wish instead of getting Pyro and Mithra, they just gave us the fusion of the two.
I wanted that to be the final Smash, honestly.
That would be nice and pretty cool. But The fact we got the old color is, I guess it's good enough. I started making that old color. I kind of like it.
I The fun thing is I did the whole spirit board, and you know what's funny? If you use Master Diver Rex,
Mm-hmm.
um, you can have both the final one. I can't remember what the actual name of that is, but anyway, um,
Phenomena. I
something like that.
I think her name's supposed
But
to
you
be
can also
Phenomena,
have
but
Myth, or you can also have Pyra as an extra. So you can have Master Diver Rex with Pyra and the other one.
Phenomena. Yeah, I don't know. Her name's
Well,
is Phenomena, which is the master driver form of Pyromytha, but at the same time, they still refer to as Mytha or Pyra in that form.
yes.
So I don't know why they call it the Phenomena.
Let's just stop with the confusion because this is fucking Xenoblade.
Xenoblade. Also, I want to change my answer from last week, which is who's our favourite blade. Mine is Held now, because I really grown and appreciate Held.
Fair enough.
Have you got Held yet? Because there's an easy way I found to cheese it.
No,
So you got the Thief of Forgetfulness area unlocked yet?
I can't remember if I have.
It's a secret area you need to access. Low Tide in the Emperor of Moria Adan. I think you need to do it if you want to get Praxis. But
Yeah.
pretty much once you unlock that area on Low Tide, because there's a spot right to the left, that not that far away from the entrance, that spawns one of the drops you need for to get held. So you have to sacrifice stuff to held. So literally what
Yep.
I did was skip travel to the entrance of Thief of Forgetfulness, then made my dash to the collection point, got the crayfish, and then skip traveled again to refresh it. And I just did that a couple times until I got 100 lazy crayfish for it. So that it was literally just took me 5 minutes of just doing that, and then I had enough. But
That works.
Herald's probably my favourite because one, you can definitely tell she was designed by a Final Fantasy creator. She kind of looks like a dragoon,
Ah,
but also the fact leveling up her affinity and her abilities is the easiest thing. All we need to do is literally just use specials and defeat enemies.
really?
Yeah, her
That's
affinity
great.
is literally like just do specials, get affinity done.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, like there's, I think her electric mastery is the only one that's a bit different because you have to use pouch items.
Yes.
But that's it.
Yep.
Apart from that, just use abilities, kill enemies, easy.
I don't even use pouch items. I probably should.
I don't really use them either. I use them for like getting affinity. But the good thing about Herald is how like amazing of a damage output she is. Like yeah, and she's really easy to level up because of the way she was made. But let me bring up her abilities because I know one of them is like at max affinity, you can just deal 150% more damage at the cost of taking 30% more damage. But then she also has an ability that reduces aggro, which is really good.
Hmm. Yes, especially on Brax, who's
Yeah,
not a tank.
I actually put mine on. I put Herald on Nia, and it's been quite good.
That's fair.
But yeah, she's a really good crit ether blade if you need one. Like she has a lot of good abilities.
Hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, if you're having trouble just collecting stuff for Herald, just do that.
Do
What?
that.
Yeah, but Herald is definitely probably one of my favorite blades now. Oh,
Hmm.
but yeah. Anyway, the last bit of Xenoblade news. Have you heard about the Xenoblade Free rumors?
But
There's Xenoblade Free rumors.
hmm.
So pretty much, the rumors first started because the proposer, the composer for Xenoblade, said he was in the process of preparing for a massive recording session that will take place next month in April, and would feature some of his biggest work in years. And considering the fact he hasn't worked on anything of this size supposedly since Xenoblade Chronicles 2, people thought this was Xenoblade Chronicles 3 composition
That
happening. So it was
that's
kind of weak to begin with, But just recently, it's revealed he's going to be putting it together with working in part with Ace. And Ace is the band that also helped on Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 music.
Okay. I mean, it's still weak because they could just be making a different Xenoblade game.
Yeah, they could be doing that,
So,
but I do like the idea of the fact
well, I
that
like the idea of a Xenoblade Chronicle 3, but
yeah. To be honest, before we get that game, I would love to see Xenoblade Chronicles exported though.
I want to see all of them be ported, to be honest.
What do you mean? They got
'Cause
Xenoblade Chronicle 1 and 2. Well, you want Xenogears now?
I just want to see all of them ported just because, like, we're moving away from the times where things are stuck on consoles. That's what and I'm like, yay, I can have everything on one thing. That's my thing.
You know
So,
what? I want a Xenosaga port.
see what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, now you made me.
Yeah,
Uh,
you fell for it.
you fool.
It's fine.
Yeah, but oh my god, I've Xenoblade Chronicles X port, please. Come on. Quite clearly, this game takes part. Come on, it's so obvious it takes part of the Xenoblade universe. Please.
Yeah.
Anyway, like, anything else you want to bring up about Xenoblade?
Nah.
No, no. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. But these rumors about Xenoblade Chronicles. So yeah, you said you didn't really have much, so I'm gonna have to carry the conversation here. Um,
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I didn't lie to you.
yeah.
I literally have fuck all.
Alright, so because Ethan has fuck all, this means we can obviously talk about League now.
I really wish you couldn't, but at the same time,
Well, I'm bringing it up on the basis there's two interesting things has happened recently. First things first, the new champion has been revealed. It's
yes,
not
I know this.
Isod as we expected, but it's actually
No.
someone close to Isod again. So it's Gwen, who, who's the hallowed seamstress. So this is supposed to be like that Taylor we were talking about. And
Yes.
while her gameplay is effectively generic top lane duelist number 32, like the most interesting thing about her kit outside of the fact that she has the giant pair of scissors is the fact that she looks like she has a recastable AoE kind of buff area that she can recast to reposition.
Yes.
Apart from that, very boring. But the interesting part is the fact Gwen was originally a doll carried about by Isolde. Because
Yes.
here's the thing, Isolde was actually a peasant before Viego married him. Her.
Ah.
So it's implied, I guess, via Gwen's release that Isolde used to be like a seamstress herself, like she made dresses and dolls. So this
That
doll
makes
was
sense.
something you see in the teaser. You see Isolde preparing it, and then you can also see it in the background. But it's implied that when Isolde was put into the big pool thing, where her body got kind of corrupt because she was very dead at this point, and then she made the Blessed Isles into the Shadow Isles, her soul was kind of split into different um, characters. So Senna had a bit of Isolde's soul, which is why when Viego was teased, he went after Senna and stole a part of her soul, because that could have been a part of Isolde. So it's implied maybe Gwen also has a part of Isolde's soul, and that's why she went from being a doll to like a human, I guess.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, apparently Isolde's soul can also go into inanimate other inanimate objects. Like the Road King recently just went to Ionia to track down a music box Isolde used to have for another piece of Isolde's soul.
Ah.
So it seems like Isolde's soul is getting tied to important parts of her life, but the real question is, why did she stick with Senna? It's also implied York may also have a part of Isolde's soul, so we don't know what the fuck's going on with Isolde's soul. It's weird. But I
I
thought it was
mean,
interesting to bring up.
it sounds like the Horcrux thing Maddie brought up, but at the same time, like, yeah, to be fair, like, I don't have. I'm just double checking with you. Have we had like a proper storyline going?
There's actually several pop-up storylines. Like, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of storylines that have kind of just going in the background. Like, there's Azir ascending. I think we're still getting stuff with Kaiser and the Void, which also ties in with Kassadin, because Kassadin is Kaiser's father.
Yep.
Of
Hmm.
course, right now the big focus is the Rune King storyline, because they want to focus that on all year. Because all the new champions they promised coming out this year will be tied into the Rune King stuff. Is those are going to be tying in with that new game they're going to be making?
Oh, the fighting game.
No, not the fighting game. They're making like a turn-based kind of RPG game, which is based
Oh,
on a bunch of characters going traveling to the Ruined Isles, Shadow Isles, sorry. And that actually ties in with the ending of Yasuo and Ari's story, because on Yone's release, which was during the Spirit Blossom event, which is actually an event that actually happens in Ionia, by the way. So the
yes.
Spirit Blossom is canon. But that ends with Yasuo finally meeting his brother Yone. He's turned into a Azakana hunter, and he finally seeks the redemption he wanted from his own brother. And when he had that, he finally found himself leaving Ionia, and he ended up
Huh.
meeting. So he's heading to Bilgewater, and he also met up with Ari because Ari hired Yasuo as a bodyguard, because Ari's also leaving Ionia to find her past and her identity. And they're both going to be appearing in the new Rune King game.
Huh.
So they are tying in a lot of the story beats, which I like. So yeah, while the
Hmm.
universe of League is kind of everywhere, really. Like there's a lot of shit happening. They're slowly starting to tie in a lot of the stuff.
Hmm.
There's also a possibility Vise might appear at the Shadow Isles, because Vise's whole thing in the lore is the fact he's collecting the world ruins, because the world ruins cause like this big apocalyptic event called the Ruin Wars. So he wants to collect the ruins so no one else can use them and cause another war. And
Kind of good guy stuff.
yeah, but in fact, the way they teased that was quite interesting, because they made a board game called Tailstone, which is based in another game inside the world of Runeterra. But on a piece of paper, they had like a bunch of like secret like notes about the lore inside the game. And in fact, one
Huh.
of them was the fact there's like a letter explaining about what Rise is going to be doing and why he's going to the Shadow Isle, which is quite interesting. They hid a bit of lore in their own like game as an Easter egg. I'm sorry, I've just really been into this.
I get it. I know. I get you.
I just really like how they're kind of tying it all into this thing. It's definitely a lot better plan than whatever they do with surfing.
Yes.
Speaking
I
of,
think Sarah. I think Seraphine was just a catch grab, and then
surfing was definitely a cash grab. No one likes surfing, especially because in fact it should have just been the Sona rework. Speaking about Sona rework, we're getting a mini Sona rework in the upcoming patches, which is quite interesting.
yay.
And there's a lot of controversial opinion about this one. I'm probably going to go quickly find it so you can read about as well. But the general gist of the rework they want to go for is like they want to make a more they're putting more focus back on the fact she's a very good poke champion in lane, and also trying to just updating her playstyle. I've seen a lot of controversy about this, because some people are like she doesn't need the rework. Some people are like she's bottom tier. She really needs this rework. I'm wondering what's your opinion as an outsider. So yeah,
Mm, I mean, she definitely needed a rework, but like to be fair, honestly, I don't know. Because again, as you said, Seraphine is just better Sona, and like that really feels like what Sona should have gotten.
yeah,
And like, I I don't know. It's changing focus doesn't seem like a good idea, especially since Sona is such an older character compared to Seraphine.
Yeah,
So like trying to keep their playstyles similar to their old ones without damaging it too much or just flavoring it a little bit better
yeah. So
is what I expect from a rework. But like again, Seraphine exists, so
yeah.
eh,
So going through the basic changes, they're getting rid of the mana refund mechanics on Q, W, and E because they were honestly useless. And they're also going to be lowering the mana cost, which is great because let me tell you now, casting 150 mana for a weak cast heal is not that good,
no, it's not.
especially when other enchanters, as we call those sort of supporters like Sona, have a much cheaper heal that heals for a lot more.
Yes.
They are also removing the ultimate passive, which was basic ability cooldown reduction, which it seems bad, but after you read what the replacement is, it's much better. So they're adding an additional character passive called Resonance. When Sona's basic abilities help allies or hurt enemies, she stacks permanent ability haste for those abilities up to a cap. When capped, she will also gain bonus AP. I think this is a good replacement because before the old
Yes.
passive was you unlock the skill, then you got 10%, then you got 25%, and then you got 40% cooldown. But following the XP nerfs they added last year, where duo lanes get less XP while solo lanes get more XP, which means bot lanes really suffered in terms of just trying to catch up, which means Sona couldn't reach her level 11 spike fast enough. I think this
Yep.
is definitely a much better replacement because this means you just use your abilities, get ability haste, which is the new word for cooldown, and
Yep.
it's limited to those abilities, and then you get AP for it. I think that's really good.
I think that's better.
Yeah, so they're just generally just going to be fixing her mana costs and also updating her ultimate passive and probably shift it off of the ultimate and into her actual passive. So I think this is quite good. But I see a lot of people saying this is unnecessary. I
Mm.
because a lot of people defend the fact that you give up your laning phase for really good team fights. But the thing is, you can't get those really good team fights if you lose laning phase. And I think that's what a lot of people forget.
Yeah. It it's definitely a hard one. I'll give it that. It's like
Yeah.
because I've always looked because again I'm from my experiences, it's like Sona has always been sort of not really interconnected and interweaving with team fights that much. To be fair,
Yeah,
so
like at best when it came to team fights, it was the fact that she can just spam like her abilities really fast at team fights. Because you have to
yeah,
remember she does have the area aura thing, and while her buffs are
yeah, I know
minor, yeah,
that's their thing, but like again, you know what I mean.
yeah. But yeah, I think this is probably a really good way to update Sona without completely ruining her. So I'm glad that this is happening, and I will definitely be returning to bot lane when this comes out.
Yep,
I'm satisfied. Anyway,
fair enough.
oh, I guess we can talk about Monster Hunter Rise. Have you played it?
No,
Oh, I haven't
I
played it
thought about
either.
picking it up yesterday, but then there was a cheap copy of Persona 5, and I was like, "Yep, I'll pick that up instead."
What Persona 5 Strikers?
No,
Wait, what?
because I remember I have a PS4 now.
Oh, you lucky prick. Oh, but anyway, I was considering getting it, but then I heard it's actually a timed exclusive.
Has a what now?
Monster Hunter Rise is the timed exclusive for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
So you might be getting a PC port either in 6 months or a year. So I'm
Ah.
actually going to be holding off from getting Monster Hunter Rise because after my experience with Generations, I don't think the Switch is my preferred way of playing Monster Hunter.
No, I definitely like mine. I definitely like the PC better.
Yeah, I do like using mouse and control because I'm a bow user like a weirdo. But yeah, one of my biggest concerns was the fact that I see people pick up day one, and then by like 12 o'clock that night. They were like, "Yep, I already finished the main story."
Yeah, but that's because people are stupid.
Yeah, but
Because this is the
I
thing.
was,
This is the exact same thing with fucking Genshin Impact. Like, oh, there's not enough story content. I completed it in a couple of days. Like, this game is an MMO for casual fucking people. And like, even Monster Hunter Rise, like after Generations, I definitely think Rise was definitely going to be a more casual game compared to the versus. So like, it's
yeah,
literally just not reading the room and being like, yes,
yeah,
casual Monster Hunter.
doesn't exist. But yeah,
Well, it does exist now.
I was very concerned when I saw people speed through the story that fast.
Yeah, but like Monster Hunter hasn't really prided itself on fucking story content, has it?
Yeah, but at least the story for like World and Generations felt like it took longer. But these guys were like, "Yep, done." I mean, to their credit, they did say there was also a lot of extra stuff ready to go, but still, I was like, this game seems very remarkably short.
Yeah, but again, it's a Monster Hunter game, and the whole point of it is to hunt monsters. So I wouldn't be surprised if the story is short. To be fair, like gener. Let's be fair. Monster Hunter Generation, no, Monster Hunter World's fucking story was just bloated down by fucking cutscenes that took too long.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we could finally skip fucking cutscenes. By the way, I'm a very big fan of being able to skip cutscenes because the story for fucking Generation for Worlds is fucking just nah.
hmm.
Like, it's great if you want to learn the lore of Monster Hunter, but like for someone who just wants to play the
What
game,
law?
it's like fuck.
What law is there? Show me your law.
It's literally all they're talking about. They're literally talking about, oh, I'm part of the first fleet, the second fleet, and like that.
Yeah,
That's
who cares
all their
about that?
fucking conversation. Like outside of like the big colossal thing at the end, which is actually a proper fucking plot point, the rest of it is just talking about the lore of the characters, and even then, you don't see those characters in the main focus of the fucking game, which is hunting the monsters.
Yep.
So like, it really just feels like a bunch of lore dumps that just don't need to be there.
Yeah, but huh. I don't know, but yeah, I'll wait for a PC port. I'm not keen on picking it up now.
I mean, to be fair, it's a $75 game on a Switch, and I'm like, I don't really need any more games on the Switch.
Yeah, why you need 8 more games when you can play pure Tetris 2?
Fucking Switch is for RPGs, let's be fair.
Yeah, that's why I got a Switch Lite, because I was like, yo, this is gonna be my RPG machine.
See, my thing is, like, I play a lot of fighting games, and, like, having a shit ton of fighting games on my Switch is very helpful. But at the same time, like, it's built for fighting games and um, RPGs, and that's about it.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't buy any other games on it.
I honestly, I just was like, alright, you know what? If I'm gonna have a Switch, I need at least one puzzle game, because I really enjoy my puzzle games. So that's why I got Pure Tetris. And I was like, I
You
need at
picked the
least
worst
Smash as
fucking
well.
puzzle game.
What?
You literally picked the worst thing for a puzzle game.
Yeah, but I like it because I like clearing out four blocks. It's like and then when you get a chain free, like oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm really into Pure Tetris.
You brought it back in a full circle, which is fucking stupid.
Yes, now they're bringing it back to Xenoblade 2 because I'm playing it right now. I'm joking. Um, oh my god, but yeah, nah. You know what? Tune in next week where I will talk about Xenoblade's final boss fight because I probably would have had time to be in it by then, and I
I
would have stopped
don't. I
playing
have
Persona 2.
uni.
Pity.
Uni sucks up a lot of my time, and I hate it.
I know. Be happy. I think I would love to be at uni, to be honest.
I mean, to be fair, I'm like more preoccupied with the Nerf medieval war that's about to happen next semester. So
Okay, alright. You know what? Screw you. You don't get to complain about uni anymore if you get to have that.
Literally, what happened? Okay, I get to explain this. This is on the podcast. Great. So what happened was the leader of the medieval club, my friend Felix, walked over to the Nerf club and was talking to them, just being friendly, being fellow clubs.
The fact there's a Nerf club makes me like this uni a lot more.
It's actually called the Nerf and Yogurt Club.
The Nerf
Don't
what?
know what the relationship between Nerf and Yogurt is, but fuck it, that's what they
Yogurt.
are.
Yogurt.
Yogurt, yes.
Yogurt.
Yes. The best thing is the dollar for all of their events, or if you want to just pay $10 for everything for the whole year, which is easy fee. Um, but also, so yeah, they had a casual conversation, and then suddenly one of them declared war. Don't know which one. Wouldn't be surprised if it was Felix, but at the same time,
I wouldn't be
yeah, we had.
surprised if it was Felix too. Seems like a very Felix thing to do. Just
It
declare
does.
war.
Like he just comes back to the because this is like before the actual club events. We're just doing the club stall, which is like just us advertising the club. He
Oh
comes
yeah,
back to
pub
the
crawl's
stall.
cool. Yeah.
He just comes over to the stall and is just like, guys, we're at war with the Nerf Club, and I'm like, what?
I
Why?
want to see you try to fight nerfs with like foam swords. That'll be amusing.
Here's the best thing: we did a mini war as a practice one last week.
I love that you're having practice wars too. Jesus. See, you're making uni sound cooler than it is.
Oh yeah, outside of all the work and shit, like it's just fun. I have fun. I think Gilky's having fun. I haven't checked up on him in a while yet.
I
But sure
don't.
he's having fun.
Yeah, I talk to him sometimes. He's playing Dead by Daylight with the other guys usually.
Yes, which is fair because he really enjoys that game for no reason.
Yeah.
He enjoys it too much. Anyway, back to the story. I was MVP.
Oh, good.
We did it in the style of Catch the Flag for the first one.
If you weren't the MVP, I
MVP.
would have kicked you off the podcast.
I am MVP. I literally, I started off defending our flag, so I was like just huddled down behind a shield with a sword in front of our flag, and then Vlad, one of the other guys in the club, was like, "Let's just rush him." I bomb rushed him, picked up the flag, just dashed back, and was like, "Yep, we won." It was so easy. And even the second time, when I almost fucked up, I still managed to get it to the other side, and I was like, "How am I this good?" This is broken. And then we did the tug of war. Yeah, we came second. First place was fucking the weightlifters club, the club that indoctrinated me last year.
Weightlifters. You lifting weights. That's kind of funny.
Well, funny thing is though, like the leader of the weightlifter club is also part of the medieval club, so we won either way. It was literally just the members of the. It's basically just a. It was a farce. Let's be fair. It was a farce. And that is my that was my week. Then I had a bunch of work.
That's
and
Ethan's
my
week in review. I would personally give it a 6 out of 10.
oh no, it got worse because here's the thing.
Oh, 5 out of 10 then.
So what happened was Nerf practice war was 15 minutes. And no,
The actual war is going to be
minutes.
like longer, isn't it?
No, what I'm trying to get at is like we ended the war 15 minutes before the tug of war event, so I was fucked.
Why was that tug of war event? You suck at tug of war.
Apparently not.
No, you suck. Don't defend
we got
yourself.
second place, my dude.
I don't know, that seems like a lie.
No, it does seem like a lie, but it's not.
Wait, second place at tug of war?
Tug of war.
There's only 2 teams at tug of war.
No, because there's a bunch of teams, and we have like this team thing, and then our team got second place, and me and Morgan managed to hold 2 fucking people and the rope So we managed to do it good somehow. Um, and then so I was fucked for the rest of the day. Then I go to Friday. Oh boy, Friday I had fucking work.
Right.
So I'm tired as shit. My muscles ache like shit, and then I go for a 4 hour shift. Then we go to Saturday. You think I got fucking sleep and rest on Saturday? Nope. And
That's
then I had
that's
work
on you.
from 6 to 12 on a fucking Sunday. So yeah, I got thoroughly fucked this week. I went from having the time of my life to basically dead in a ditch.
Oh my.
Also, I maybe also sort of getting close to being in a relationship.
Oh
But
good.
we'll leave that story for another time.
Wow. This we went from having a very interesting conversation about Xenoblade to having a very interesting conversation about Ethan's life.
My
Tune
life is
in.
a fucking mess.
Tune in next week for another episode of Life of Ethan.
I don't know. There's probably nothing that's gonna happen this week. So,
Yeah, that sounds like my week.
like, literally, it's just sporadic moments of that, and then fucking nothing.
Uh, yeah,
You need to
but
come back to WA, man.
I know, right? But I'm probably just gonna end up living in New South Wales. I'll probably,
You,
if I get a job, I'll probably just fly over once in a while.
yeah, we'll go clubbing or something.
Oh, we're not going clubbing. I refuse to go
I mean,
clubbing.
if Jamie has anything to say about it, we are going clubbing.
I'll only go clubbing if the clubbing means we gotta go fight the Nerf Club.
Okay, I need to tell Felix that. Now that's good.
I'll
I
go
like
clubbing if it means we're Nerf clubbing.
fucking. Actually, no, he watches these. Never mind, he'll get here eventually.
Uh,
Felix actually watches you, by the way.
I know. Oh my god, it's great. I actually have people who watch my content. Speaking
People
of
I
content,
people I know in person as well.
yes. Speaking of content, because this is a segue, I guess. Uh, right. Uh, I'm working on the Malzahar montage. Yep. Being a bit slow with streaming it, but we're getting there. We're still getting the clips. It's very annoying. There's like 5 more videos to do.
Well, I got bogged down with work, so my video is not going to be out this week.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if I have it edited by the week, end of the week. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. I'm probably gonna fucking stream something or make another video on something that isn't that Pokemon game.
Yeah. That Pokemon game
Which, by the way, is
sucks.
pretty good.
Oh.
I I got basically we were just up to that slog, and like yes, some of the Pokemon designs are fucking weird and
Casually
freaky
as a
looking.
Suicune. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, that's so.
they don't bring that up again, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring it up eventually. But then I learned, then I met the X Pokemon or the Xeno Pokemon, and they're fucking cool looking.
Uh,
Think regional variants, but like actually done so they look more interesting.
huh.
They made Ella. Think of this. They made Elekid look like a fucking explosive bomb.
That's weird.
It actually looks good. And Sharpener is a ghost type, and it's fucking cool looking.
You
They
know what?
definitely went overboard on the Xeno designs, and definitely not the Pokemon designs, standard Pokemon designs.
You
So
know what? After I finish this podcast, I'm gonna try to beat the final boss again. I'm just might as well. But
I'm gonna
yes,
try and do my. I'm gonna try and speed run writing some shit up for uni, and
and
then
once
hopefully
I
just
beat the
doing
final
shit.
boss, I'll go back to working on the alien script. I swear. That script is. Mm, it's been a
It's
while.
getting there.
It's getting there. I'm at the card breakdown now. I'm a bit
That's pretty good.
self-conscious about the alien video though, because I feel like I'm gonna end up probably repeating points Vada says.
In his alien, I mean, but like at the same time, like there's only so much you can do.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's not my fault. His father has so many good points.
He does have good points.
He's very good at having good points. But yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna talk with you sometime later this week about trying to streamline the alien combo with Abyss.
I will
Because,
try.
I don't know, I've been looking at the Abyss combo. It's like, it's not exactly what I want to try to achieve, but
I mean, it's good for making the link to start off.
yeah,
That was
but
my thing. It was like it's the starting play, and then you do your alien shit.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, trying to figure out aliens is weird. I think it needs more good generic reptile support, surprisingly. Which Abyss doesn't really give you outside that new spell.
Yes.
But yeah. Hmm. But we should probably stop stalling, so
Yes.
welcome this is the end of the podcast. So Ethan, we've already talked about plugging our shit. Let's go watch Ethan. Come watch my stuff on Twitch. You know, Bowser
And
Heart
we'll.
montage, and then we'll do aliens. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, and we should probably look into doing another Yu-Gi-Oh! Casual circuit.
Yes. I mean,
Oh, he came up
I.
with my new name.
No.
Yes. I'm no longer DxD the subpar. Oh, that's something I should have brought up. I decided that I was going to have a gimmick. A new gimmick when I play, like, fighting games and MOBAs. So my new
And what's that?
gimmick is 2 words. Reckless Justice.
Reckless justice. I like that.
It's based...
DxD the reckless justice.
No,
Oh, that works
no,
nicely.
my new name for online is the Great DxD Man. Which is
DxD man.
the Great DxD Man, which is a Great Saiyan Man reference.
I like the other one better. DxD the reckless justice.
No, Reckless Justice is my motto, which is actually kind of based on like a gimmick I had going on for a bit when I started playing Blaze Blue. I was like,
Yes.
that's a cool gimmick. Reckless Justice. It makes me sound cool, while also make up for the fact that I'm a masher.
Yeah.
And then I got the idea for the Great DxD Man because when I play Dragon Ball Z Fighter, my main like character is Videl, who can summon Great Saiyan Man for Oki. Have you seen Videl activate the parry?
No.
Oh, so pretty much, Videl activates the parry. If it's triggered, the Great Saiyan Man will come down. If it's the first time you triggered that parry in the match, pretty much Great Saiyan Man will do like his little dance. It's great, but it also gives you a 10% damage bonus. But it's really funny because his animation goes on for so long. It's his little dance. You know what Great Saiyan Man's dance is, right?
Yeah.
Ah, then you know how annoying it is for if someone gets hit by the most readable parry in the game. Anyway,
Hmm.
I should stop stalling. But yeah, that's my new gimmick. Reckless Justice. It used to be Relentless Justice, but I thought Reckless was more funny.
That's fair.
Yeah. But, so, but Ray said thank you, so we just end. Thank you
Yeah.
for watching this very awkward episode, I guess. The ending
Yes,
feels awkward. The beginning felt awkward. The middle felt okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not very good at carrying conversations, Ethan. You have to bring something
I
next
have
week.
to. I didn't because of just how fucking busy I've been.
Yes.
Admittedly.
And I've been sitting here just reading news, trying to find stuff interesting.
Yes. Which is not always the greatest.
Huh. Anyway, yeah. So I was just reading this news article. It said Channel 9 confirms live broadcast disrupted by cyber attack. So you know what? Eat shit, Channel 9. If you don't know, they're owned by like the Australian version of Rupert Murdoch, a liberal.
Yes.
Anyway, politics. Yay, we're ending on politics.
Politics.
Yes. Oh my god, we should
Yeah.
definitely talk about politics next week.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna end this now. Say bye, Ethan, so I know I can end it.
Bye.